Wanted to make sure we took a minute to give you guys some updates on Puerto Rico. You know, we've been posting a bunch of stuff online, but I got my friend Monse, my brother Monse, on the phone, who's in Puerto Rico right now. And Monse is not only my friend, but also the guy that I call when the hurricane happened and I wanted to figure out how I could best help. He's the guy I call because I trust him, because he's on the ground. He's connected to all the on the ground organizations. His family's there. And so I thought it would be good to hear from him today because he's there and give us an update on what's happening. Mons!
Hey, Angie. How
Hi,
are you?
Monse!
Hey, how are you? Man,
Hi, are you
yeah,
okay? First of all, what's happening with the family?
I'm good. I'm well. I'm better now, actually. I was in I was here, and then I went to New York, and then right when I got to New York, it started shaking on this side of the island. It's never happened before in the history of the world. This side has never shaken. Started to shake. I'm in New York, and then I'm like, wait, and I'm trying to get back, and I get here, and I don't know. It's a big refugee camp. I'm trying to be in good spirits, but it's really hard out here right now. It's
What do you mean? Explain to me,
everybody.
because I'm gonna be honest, Monse. The coverage here is so limited that I have to go to like social media to try to kind of figure out. But to just
Yeah.
explain to us what's happening there.
To be honest with you, the way that the Puerto Rican people, I mean, it's one hit after another over here with us, and
I know.
there's only been a couple casualties directly after the earthquakes. I'm sure that there will be more due to the effects of what's going on, but I think the Puerto Rican people, first of all, have done a phenomenal job in terms of taking care of themselves.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much what we've been left to do for years now, and organizing, taking care of each other. These shakes, we're not getting much in terms of why the ground is shaking. There's all types of theories that I'm not going to get into because it's whatever. Right now, that's not what's pertinent. Even though it is, but right now we're on survival mode. And now Puerto Rico, the South Side, Guayanilla, Puerto Ponce, Peñuelas, Yauco, Guanica. There's a lot of people in New York from the south of Puerto Rico, a lot of Puerto Ricans that are out there that are from Yauco, that are from Guayanilla, that are from Ponce, Peñuelas. They've been coming back in droves, trying to help. It's beautiful. The diaspora is here. Now, here's the thing. After Maria, it was the whole island that was under siege, pretty much. So we desperately needed the help of New York, of the United States, of the world. There was no light, no water. Right now, the light and the water situation it comes and goes. So that's still here, but the south side is what's being affected mostly. So the rest of the island has been just come to the rescue of this side. It's just phenomenal.
So the other
we do
area,
have a
like
lot
San,
of help
like
here.
so the other areas like San Juan, all this stuff, all those areas over there haven't really been affected too much, right?
No, they feel the shakes, and I'm sure that there's probably some damage somewhere, but they have not been. The tourist side of Puerto Rico, the metro area, what they call it, and then the other side, the northwest, hasn't been affected too much. They do feel tremors, but they're still what they're doing. They've been affected because they feel us, and they've responded phenomenal. They've people come over here with all types of assistance.
What about
And
outside assistance? Are you seeing any outside assistance, like from the government or anything?
well, the diaspora communicates. We have the underground social media. Tu abuelito, tu abuelita, tu mamá, tu primo. You know what I'm saying? Your friend. We have that going on, so we keep each other on the loop. But in terms of media coverage, there's none. So people don't know that they need to help.
Right.
I I got a little Airbnb out here that people are still trying to book because they don't know that
That
this
it's
place
this bad.
isn't safe right now.
Well, when you
So
say
it is important.
everybody's
What was
living
that?
like refugees, what do you mean? Like, tell me what that looks like. I know people were sleeping in
All
their
right.
cars and.
So okay, I come from New York. I get to my house and there's tents set up outside of my house.
There's tents outside your
Um,
house.
Tents outside of my house. We have 1, 2, 3. We have a 12-person tent, a 3 2-person tents, 1 8-person tent. We have about 4 cars. here. My dad likes to sleep in the car, so he's sleeping in the car. My mom, I try to, this is heartbreaking, by the way. I'm saying this, but
No, I know.
it
I
breaks
get.
my
I
heart.
can only imagine. You're saying it very
Um,
calm, but everybody out there listening, imagine you come home and you have to watch your parents sleep in the car outside, out of the house, out of fear
yeah,
that their house is gonna come down, because that's why they're out there, right?
yeah, well, yeah. The shaking, for some reason, it's more powerful in the 4 a.m., 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. hour. For some reason, those are the hours that God decides to wake up and shake us. And those are the times when people are asleep. So, to react to run outside your house when you feel a 5-point or a 6-point earthquake, it's very dangerous. People have been crushed by their homes. So yeah, we know pretty much. We feel like ants. We know what it's like to be an ant. A little ant that you take for granted, and that's how I feel. I feel like I'm an ant, and that anytime now this is gonna shake. And last night I was sleeping in the tent, and it felt like the ground was being sucked from under me. That's how I woke up this morning.
So this is happening every day. This is happening every day, Mons?
This is every day. We have over 100 earthquakes a day. Here, dozens of 4 points and 3.0s and 5s, and we have a little makeshift kitchen. I'm going to call you next time by video so you could join me.
Yeah, I know. I was talking to Crazy Legs. I know Crazy Legs is there, and I was talking to him the other day, and I was saying I wish I was there. He was like, "No, you don't have to be here. What you have to do is let people know what's happening here. It's not not necessarily safe to be here. It's just."
Yeah, no, it's not safe at all. This is beyond not safe. What worries me right now is the lack of medicine available, the lack of hospitals open, the lack of support, mental health. There's kids that aren't going to school right now. They haven't gone to school since 3 years ago from Maria. Before that, they weren't going to school because the government shut down. They've shut down 400 schools across the country, and now most of the schools that they left open have been destroyed to the point that they're unusable. So now I don't know what they're going to do, but that these schools are being used now. Sometimes people are occupying the schools, because they lost their homes. So there's what's most concerning aside from survival mode is the future.
It's just crazy that the government is not like this. This is not a crisis right now in our country. I just don't understand how we could be having. I don't know how this could be happening I mean, I do know, but it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The people, we're kind of past that. We know we're not waiting for anybody to come save us. Like I said, the people here have reacted phenomenal. The way we're taking care of each other, the way that people are running camps that are focused on different needs. The way that the camps are communicating with each other to filter those needs. They're just people just coming across, just regular people. Up in the mountains. Everybody has. There's no tents right now in any store in Puerto Rico. You go try to buy a tent, you're not going to find one.
Wow.
It's that there's which brings us to what we need. And
yeah, that was my next question. What can people do? What can we do here? It's like
what we're trying to do is we're trying to filter the assistance and the aid that's coming and pair it with who needs it and what camp needs it. But like I said, there's camps scattered all over. Each municipality is using their municipal space to host people in terms of providing them with a space to be able to sleep, and there's food, and there's little refugee camps everywhere. Like I told you, I'm in my own refugee camp in my house right now with my family and others that might come, and the numbers are, it keeps growing, the people that are joining us, which is great. So I suggest if you have access to somebody in Puerto Rico that's in the South, before you start supporting any organizations, call the individuals that are in Puerto Rico and ask them what they need. There's a lot of initiatives, like, for example, UPS right now, depending on the driver, but they've been really good at it. You don't have to have a post office box or anything for them to drop something off to you, because a lot of people lost their homes. All you need is a PIN. So you put your PIN and you order something, and UPS brings it to you, to that PIN.
Wow.
So it's we're kind of like rearranging the way that this is all. In my page, I put together a list of the different camps, the big ones that are out there, and what they need. This changes every day. There's numbers under every single name and every single camp, so we can reach out to these people individually and see what's needed and how to get it there directly in the best possible form. Remember, Puerto Rico, half of Puerto Rico is still up and running. There's things that are not available here, but instead of you buying 10 cases of water bottles to ship over here, you could just order them in Walmart and somebody will pick them up. You don't need to be the face. That's another thing. People, and it's not a bad thing, but it's a hindrance. People coming over here taking pictures with victims and what they got, and it also becomes like a promotional gig for solar utensils and things of that nature. We're completely not with that. Like I said, there's ways. Go to my page. I'm going to share it with Angie. Angie is going to share it.
I'm going to put it all up. Actually, it's up already. Go to power1051fm.com. I'll put it on the main page, and you guys could go look at and I fully trust Monse, so I fully stand by whatever camp is on this list.
Well, these are people. These are individuals. These are not entities.
Right.
These are doctors that decided that lost their homes as well, and decided to, with their own resources, open up camps for medicine. There's some that are opening up camps for elderly, for children, for just regular people.
I mean, you want to help. That's how you help, right? Like, that's how you help.
Yeah. Straight to you don't need to go to a non-for-profit, even though there's a lot of good non-for-profits that have just the best way. Just call people in Puerto Rico directly, and the numbers that I provide, just call these leaders. They're very busy right now. They might not pick up the phone. Leave them a message. Tell them what you have and if they need it, or better yet, ask them what they need, and then provide it to them. Then you could, after you communicate with one of them and you get and you find out the data of what's needed, then you could have your party and have people donate particular things, or if you want to fund your money towards a certain cause and you know where it's going, and in terms of the individuals that are receiving it, that's the best way.
I love that. What about your particular? What about your particular camps over there by
good.
you?
We're good, and we're good here. I just need for this to spread. I need people to be aware of what's going on. We've been the step kids for a long time. Unreasonably so. We Puerto Rico is. You guys all been to Puerto Rico. You guys have all partied, and you've all vacationed here.
You all did a Memorial Day weekend at some point in all white in Puerto Rico.
Come on, you spent a few $100s in the hotel,
the casinos.
You know what I mean? Spend it on the people. Focus on the South. There's ways. Hit me up. I'll find a way. Whatever you have. We need doctors. We need mental health professionals. We need people to come over here.
Yeah.
Like I said, right now we're just trying to survive.
Let's get to these.
A really good job at it.
With our platform and our reach. Let's try to do everything we can to try to get some immediate relief to the people on the ground. I think that is, like you said, the best way to go. So I'm going to post this list of camps, and if you want to help, this is the fastest and most efficient way to do that right now. So go to power1051fm.com. Thoughts and prayers. I mean, at least a little prayer. Prayer could always go up, Mons. That everybody can do.
Prayers help.
Yeah,
please bring on the prayers.
For sure.
Good
All right, I love you. Please be safe, man. And then and keep us posted. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no. Hopefully you'll let me check in again, and
absolutely.
That list changes. The needs of the people change, and this is, like I said, for the long haul. So yes, we need you guys.
All right, Monse. Love you. Thank you.
Love you too, Ange.